What's up, everyone? This is Acid Roots. I have got a review for you that has to do with a member of the Wu-Tang Clan. So this is Old Dirty Bastard, also known as Dirt Dog, and ODB. So the reason why this man has come to prevalence is mainly because his personality is so uncontrollable. If you've heard him, he's the guy that can't contain himself and pretty much gets everyone excited. And that's because there's not a lot of people who are like him. He's, one of the defining rappers that people look to when they want to get, just when they want to get people involved. So it was a spiral effect, and it just, he's got a place now where he's revered. And I don't want to miscredit him because he actually is a worthwhile person, but there are people who have, copied this style. So ODB is one of a kind, and the stuff he says, like on certain songs, like Got Your Money, I just wish that we would have gotten like a whole parade of these songs, because it's just unfortunate. There is no pattern to this album. You're gonna quickly get frustrated with it just because you want like quality material, and the only thing you're getting is a bunch of nonsense. So despite his, character that could get you roused up, it's a real kind of meager album. So if you want to know if you can smoke to it, the answer is a couple of songs. I feel like Cold Blooded, Got Your Money, and Dirt Dog are a few songs to smoke to. There's really only 11 songs. There's actually 13, but a couple of them are just 2.5 minutes. So I don't really consider those songs. That's really about 11 songs. But I've been listening to this album for about a month, because I've been trying to get myself to like it, and I just can't do it. So this is one of the ones, ODB was at the gathering, and I wanted to kind of pay attention to him, but there's no saving it. There's a few too many songs where he only does one verse and then ends the song. I mean, I'm going to put it out there that I really dislike the format that he chose for this CD, because he wastes good beats. He, rambles on his songs. The hooks aren't very good, and he picks bad production on certain songs, and then on some there are songs that are less than 3 minutes, and he just only does one verse on a song, which is all things that I actually hate. So ultimately, I just didn't like this record, and so the production. There were some songs that were really close. The answer is if it just would have had the format of an actual album, I probably would have liked about half of it, a little bit more than half. There were 4 songs that I liked, but there were 3 extras, and those were All In Together Now. That's probably my favorite beat on this album. This is real mellow. Nigga Please has a good beat once you get past the hook. The hook part of the beat is atrocious, but like the verse part is really good. And the song Recognize has Pharrell on the hook, but this has a horrid beat in the verse. So these were 3 songs that were really close, but just didn't quite do it. So the only songs that I recommend you check out are Got Your Money. That one's really good. Rollin' With You, Cold Blooded. Those are pretty much the only 3 songs that I like, and that's virtually it. There is one extra song, and it's called Dirt Dog, but I don't recommend it as much just because he only has like one verse. Most people are it'll probably grate on your nerves just because there's not a format to the song. But that's virtually it. So I don't recommend this album. I do own it, but I don't recommend it just because it's too free. It's just too much of a free spirit of an album. It just doesn't have any regulations. So that's pretty much the biggest problem with it. And so I'm gonna give this album like a 2 out of 10. I'm giving it a 2 just because it got on my nerves, and I wanted to like this album quite a bit because I actually like his character, but I was just disappointed with it as a whole, and so that's why I give it a 2. The songs that are good are actually worthwhile and they get you excited, but it really loses steam. So Old Dirty Bastard has a third album that he was working on before he died, and I think it's on iTunes, so you might want to check that out. Maybe one day I'll do it, but the thing is I don't think you can get a CD copy of it, so yeah. Now, is this album social? I'm going to give it a 4 social just because his character really speaks volume. But I do think, once again, a lot of people are going to say, well, because this album did have charting songs off of it, but, it just went up in smoke rather quickly. So probably what you'll end up seeing is, it's got a few songs on here that are playable, but it's just really half baked. So people will probably play the songs just to emphasize a point, and you just have to roll your eyes. So I do think it can be topped, but we'll see. So I give this album a 2 out of 10 and a 4 social. Subscribe for more fun. I've definitely got more reviews.